I highly recommend you wrestle with the doctor. Hey guys, it's Bob Ferngren, and my heart, my desire, really it's my prayer to help those getting near 50 or in their 50s, 60s, 70s, or 80s live their best life. Wrestle with the doctor. How do you wrestle with the doctor? Well, first of all, you have to decide it's your life, it's your health, it's your body, right? It's not the doctor's body. So it's just like my car, you know? I have a much older Mercedes, which I love. It drives fine. But I don't fix everything on it. And some things don't really need fixing. And some things are just going to be what they are. But some things I can find other solutions to get my car running great, looking great, me feeling great about it. Now, your car is just an inanimate object, but your body, you only got one of those. And you're not going to get another one of those. So let me tell you a couple of stories. So I guess it's about 10 years ago now, I ended up having a hernia, which is a tear in outside your stomach lining. No big deal. It's pretty common surgery, all of that. But along with that, I'm getting tested. You're going to get your blood work done, your urine work done. And, and also I had to go see a urologist, make sure everything's fine. And my PSA, which is your number for your prostate health, I don't even know what it means, to be honest with you, was elevated. And then my regular doctor noticed it. So he gets me going to a urologist. And this urologist is trying to convince me that I need some form of surgery. 30% of people where you're at are going to have cancer. So I decided to go a different way. I decided to, one, I lost a lot of weight, which is a really good idea. But two, I know most men are going to end up with an enlarged prostate. And now, this isn't really a story of my prostate. What it's a story of, I went and started doing my own research. I started looking at things. I knew most men are going to have an enlarged prostate. I know most medical people want to make more money. So, doing a surgery on me. So, and that, but even more importantly, every day I was thanking God for my prostate, thanking God that my PSA was 4.0 or lower, which is really the number. As you get older, that number can be a bit higher, like 6 or 7, whatever percent, or whatever that number means. And I don't really know, but here's what I chose to do. I chose to believe that I'm not getting cancer. Sure, I have an enlarged prostate, but I've been on the planet a number of years now. This happens to everybody. And I'm not saying don't get your prostate checked. I'm not saying if you have a problem, don't do something about it. What I'm saying is I did my own work. I wrestled with the doctors. I found out that, having an elevated prostate because of your hernia surgery is really normal. And it'll eventually come back down unless there's some serious problem. Well, it did. And 10 years later, my PSA is lower than men 20, 30, 40 years younger than me. So what if I had gotten that surgery? What would that have done if I just agreed to do what a doctor told me to do? And by the way, the 3 things I want to help folks in the second half of their life with is their health, their finances, and their relationships. I'm not perfect in that. I'm the guy who made all the mistakes. I was the guy who was 194 pounds when I got married to my beautiful bride. And today I'm the guy who's 158.2 on the scale. So you see, I made the mistakes. I had all that body fat. And I don't have it anymore because I did something about it. And so that's an example, So I have an issue back in September. It's called an aorta dissection, meaning inside of my aorta, which sounds very serious, doesn't it? Something popped. Fortunately, the whole thing didn't pop, or I wouldn't be the guy talking to you right now. But it was kind of a wake-up call. I'd been praying to get my blood pressure down. doing all sorts of stuff. And so that was my 2x4 against the head. Now, I was very, very clear, I wasn't going to have surgery unless it was absolutely necessary. See, I'm wrestling with the doctor. I actually spoke those words. I won't need surgery. I mean, I'm feeling better. And the doctor comes in and says, no, you're not going to have surgery. I'm not better. I'm not smarter. I don't know things that he knows. But here's what I know. I was just taking control of my health. And today, whatever it is, 7 or 8 months later, I'm in the best shape, the healthiest I've ever. I took control of my health. I'm doing things differently. I'm doing all sorts of things. And so now my blood pressure is the best it's ever been. It was a problem. Now, it is I am on medications, but I'm not taking all the other medications that other people take. I worked through those things. I wrestled through I took control of my health. I did not give my health away to somebody whose vested interest is to make more money off of me. I'm not saying doctors are bad. I'm saying, what's the incentive? They don't get paid more money because I'm one of the healthiest 71-year-olds that walks in their office. They get paid more money if they're taking care of people who are sick and slowly. The key now is to slowly have you die. You die fast, you're no longer a customer. So take control of your health. I have talked to you ad nauseum about not only cleaning up your diet and staying away from things out of a box. There's nothing good coming out of a box. Boxes don't grow on trees. There's no boxes walking around. And so there's nothing good coming out of that box. So take control of your diet, lean meats, lots of vegetables, some fruits, not all. A lot of them are loaded with sugar, pesticides and other things. You got to do your own research. You got to wrestle with the world to get your own wisdom, right? You got to understand what sugar's doing to you right now. And sugar's coming at you in every form it can with all sorts of different names. Have you ever noticed something? When something's wrong or there's a problem, they rename it so it sounds better. So you got to know, you got to wrestle with the situation. You got to wrestle with these food people to get your life under control and be healthy. You're not going anywhere financially if your life is going down the tubes. You're not going anywhere relationship-wise if your life is going down the tubes. And you can take control of your health. You can be the one. And I've talked to you about supplements. I've told you I am on world-class supplements. I can send you a list if you like. Just, say list, please, in whatever you're seeing this on, whether that's TikTok or Facebook, or maybe you're seeing it on X, or maybe you're seeing it on Getter, or maybe you're seeing this on Gab, or maybe you're seeing this on Truth Social, or maybe you're seeing this on Reddit, or maybe you're seeing this on YouTube. And by the way, wherever you're seeing this, would you please subscribe and like? I got some incredible stuff coming your way. Again, I'm not a doctor. You're responsible for your health. That's what I'm trying to get across to you. Why would you want the doctor to be responsible? The doctor can tell you what's going on. Now you go do your research. Research. You live in 2026. Are you aware that going on even ChatGPT, an AI source of information, you can find out exactly what the doctor found out in medical school. And you can make better choices. And you can ask better questions. When I'm asking questions, and I do it with love in my heart. I mean, my doctor is the political opposite of me. So I have a lot of love and patience when I'm dealing with him. He was giving out those shots like they were candy. Got a lot of patience. I understand that's most doctors. So I'm not searching for a new doctor, but he is not in control of my health. I'm in control of my health. If I had told him, hey, I really need something to get my weight down, he probably would have put me on amphetamines before all this peptide stuff came out. I don't think it's a fluke that I put health after Jesus Christ as one of my top priorities in my life, right? And so peptides came into our life, and now we rep them. Other incredible supplements and opportunities came into our life. It's because it's that law of attraction thing. Health is really, 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 really important to me. I saw a lot of people. I was in a health company that, took away our income, and I've seen a lot of people that used to be in it. They weren't there for health. They're less healthy. I'm healthier than when I was there. Because now, if you look at them, it's neither here nor there. My point is, it's your life. Come on. There's just a few things you got to do to have a great life. Number one, accept Jesus Christ, if you have not yet, as your personal Savior. Number two, pay attention to your health. Number three, your relationships are so important. Man, put the time and effort into them. And your finances. What else is more important than those things? And you're personally responsible, not the government, not your job, not your insurance company, not your doctor. Take control of your life.